So, Rose speaks to Tony.
And to Derek.
And Eric sent in a copy of his previous work,
which qualified him in ways small and large
to shoot what was growing into a project,
which is now being called the video.
Then Rose checked things out with George.
Called the video.
Then Rose checked things out with George, who said,
"Surprise! Rose, I love the idea. Just don't spend any money."
And Eric came up with some ideas, but everyone kept changing their minds.
And they had to find a way to save money on cameras, film, and equipment because the budget was so low.
And we mean really low.
But at least it finally existed.
Once or twice. Well, maybe a few times, or maybe more than a few times. It looked as if it would never happen.
Like the time Rose was running around trying to pull the production together.
A process commonly known as begging.
And Carol said, no way, no how could we use the studio with all the video and editing equipment. But maybe she can give us a camcorder. But definitely no lights. Charles stepped in and said, hey, what if I showed you this idea I've been playing with?
And we knew Charles was a talent because he had put the screensaver together for Take Your Daughters to Work Day.
La 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 loopy loopy yip yip yippee.
We figured we might be able to pull this off together. If Eric met with Charles, then somehow we could figure out a way to blend their work and tell a story.
But not just any story. It would have to have something to do with this program.
And we'd have to find a way to bring it all home in 5 minutes or less.
But let's just backtrack this a bit.
Because we're getting ahead of ourselves.
And the point of the whole thing was to demonstrate how conversations make things happen. It helps create the world we live in. Allow us to express and realize our ideas simultaneously.
We introduced you to strategic conversations. Conversations that lead to preferred outcomes, like in this case, making a video. And there is a formula for those who really want a formula. And it works, especially if we want it to. We won't go over the whole thing. We all know that commitment makes the difference. When we decided to move forward on the video, there was a certain euphoria.
Loopy loopy yip yip yippee.
And then we had a meeting.
Well, they asked us to come here to talk about, well, I just don't know.
Well, the video, I guess, but I heard there's no budget. I'm not sure what each one of us is responsible for. And as far as the actual work's concerned...
Look, I know we're supposed to come up with some ideas that would reinforce the program. But to be honest with you, I'm not even sure what this program's all about.
You mean you don't know? It's about keeping the ball in play.
Yeah.
Look, I don't have that much time. I have to go to a meeting in a few minutes. I'm willing to do what I need to do to meet the deadlines, but I have a lot of work to do, and I won't be around for about a month or so.
Yeah, me too. Listen, I have extra work in my apartment, and I got 2 people out.
Hey, whose idea was this anyway?
Don't ask.
Look, I heard they're expecting us to come up with a storyline by the end of the week.
Oh yeah, me too, and they want us to shoot it next Friday. What the hell is that?
And delivering it to George after he meets with the executive committee?
Yeah, and they want it to be funny and alive, but still corporate, but accessible to the common viewer.
Come on. Fat chance.
This is going nowhere.
Look, I have an idea. I know what we can do. We'll give management something they hate, and then they'll talk themselves out of it. We all know they're in over their heads.
Yeah,
this thing is not gonna fly.
You know, I like that idea. This way the blame's put someplace else. And, you know, we get out of this and we save ourselves some embarrassment.
Well, I know what you mean. I feel the same way. But actually, I think we could do something really good. But I don't want to get involved in something that's doomed before it starts. But I think we should take a look at Charles's graphics.
The thing is, if we did that, if we just blew off this project, we'd never know if we could have done it, if we could have made a video.
Yeah, I mean, there's this kid Eric I know. He's got some potential. Maybe we can use him.
Well, you know what? Let's hammer this out and figure out what we need.
Well, we need a script. That's what we need.
What if we write ourselves in, and theoretically, if we don't like it, we can just write ourselves out. We don't, you know, I mean...
You try that. I mean, once management has you on a project, you gotta be there, you gotta be doing it, you gotta keep it alive.
Yeah, we gotta keep the ball in play.
Keep the ball in play. Here we go again. You said that yesterday. I think that might be the key right there. That could be the premise for the story. Keep the ball in play.
Yeah.
That's a good way to start. Write that down. Keep the ball in play. I like that.
Yeah, make sure you write that down. Keep the ball in play.
All right, I got it. Keep the ball in play. Is that all there is to it?
Sure, we'll just write ourselves in. Maybe we'll act in and keep the ball in play. We'll make it simple.
Wait a second. Look, I do have one concern. I didn't agree to this. You know, I didn't agree to be in the script.
Well, sometimes you just gotta go with it. I mean, we have no choice at this point.
But I'm not so sure I'm comfortable with that.
Me too. How on earth do we get out?
You know, I really don't know. I've never done anything like this before.
Well, I think I've seen something like this in high school. Some Pirandello play or something.
No. They were trying to get in. They were in search of an author or something.
Yeah, but we're trying to get out, remember?
Yeah.
Oh, in, out. What's the difference? One day you're on this side, the next day you're on the other.
You know, I have an idea. How about a visual? Something that'll take the attention off of us and put it where it belongs.
Well, where is that?
On the business.
Exactly.
Wait a minute. I thought we were talking about playing ball.
Oh yeah, that too.
All right, so we have our idea.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, you know, while we're working on things, do you think we can work on me getting a little more hair?
Of course, we could do that. We can do what we want. We're writing the script.
I need to be a little bit more handsome, I think. In this.
I think we all could be a little more handsome.
Yeah, handsome. I got that too.
And I think the audience should adore us. I mean, love us.
Well, it's a stretch, but we can certainly try.
So you thought it was over, but it's not. Because at BMG Direct, when we talk about keeping the ball in play, we're talking about something that looks more like this.